Prime Minister Narendra Modi likely to visit United States later this month. He's likely to meet US President Joe Biden. He could be attending the high-level UNGA session. Preparations are now on for Prime Minister participating at the UNGA in New York. Let me go across to Abhishek. Abhishek, what more do we know? Source-based information coming in.
Well, yes, Christine. So the information is that preparations are in full swing, both in the Ministry of External Affairs and our Prime Minister in New York, as also, of course, at the Prime Minister's office, to make sure that in case the Prime Minister finally chooses to participate at the UNGA in New York, then the visit is chock-a-block with the meetings and connections to make sure that it's productive and fruitful. The maximum focus is going to be on Quad, in fact, and also on the last month's developments that have taken place in our region, essentially Afghanistan. So the plan is to make the 2-3 days that the Prime Minister spends in New York an intense period of diplomacy, keeping India's interests in mind, not just regionally but globally. And of course, the happening of Quad, which would be first in-person meeting since this recent reconfiguring of Quad has happened. It's based on whether Prime Minister Suga of Japan participates, because remember, he has resigned and he has announced that he would be quitting his post at the end of the month. So if he still travels to New York before leaving the Prime Ministership of Japan, then obviously Quad is happening, and then Prime Minister, of course, would be participating. So I think sources tell us that it's still one step short of final, but then preparations are on in full swing to make sure that in case the Prime Minister decides that he has to be there in New York and participate both in the UNGA, Quad and other bilaterals, then everything should be ready for him.
Thank you, Abhishek, for getting us those details.